What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to talk about something specific. We are going to dive into the NFC South, but specifically in the NFC South, how I think they have three potential franchise quarterbacks. We are going to talk about Michael Penix, Baker Mayfield, and Bryce Young. I want to start off with Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, former number one pick. He's kind of had a roller coaster throughout his time in the NFL, but at the same time, ever since he's been signed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he's shown that franchise quarterback potential. I mean, through the season, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 16 picks, and a percentage of 71.4. I mean, that's pretty solid for a quarterback. Tampa Bay ended up winning the NFC South, today as I'm recording this, with a win over the Saints. And Baker just showed poise in big moments. I mean, he's thrown for 300 yards in like 6 games this season, over 300 yards, making smart reads, making smart decisions, managing the pocket well, and getting his receivers involved. I mean, Mike Evans just had another 1,000-yard seasons today. But the way that Baker Mayfield has shown leadership throughout the season and throughout his time in Tampa Bay, I think he's their guy. Next up, I want to talk about Michael Penix Jr. And he has kind of been tearing it up in these last 3 games, and I truly think the Falcons have found their guy, in all seriousness. He's racked up 775 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. I know only 3 picks, but at the same time, I think the most important thing whenever it comes to Penix was however he was clutch whenever it counted. Y'all saw it, I saw it. We saw them against the Commanders last week. They ended up almost going to overtime, but Jaden Daniels doing what he does in general, ending the game for the team. But he didn't play bad. I mean, he played pretty well. And even today, losing a really close game, 44-38 to the Carolina Panthers, and having their postseason dreams ripped out like as soon as they hit overtime. But he had 312 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and it was competitive. I mean, the game was literally back and forth. Putting Penix in the tough situation, in the tough position to try to win games and make the playoffs, as a rookie, I think he did fantastic. And I truly think that they were in the playoff race until the very end. They literally got eliminated today. Raheem Morris was beyond impressed with Michael Penix. I mean, there was a quote that he said, I'll probably put it over here. With the full offseason of Penix ahead, and with the team continuing to develop him, I think what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins, can remain unseen. But I think that the Falcons have their guy. And last but not least, Carolina Reaper Bryce Young. After being benched earlier this season, a lot of people were ready to just kind of slap the bus label on him, I can't lie. I sort of was too. But once he came back from being benched, he's been nothing but spectacular. After Week 18, all those doubts were gone. He had a career best against the Atlanta Falcons, 5 touchdowns, 3 passing, 2 rushing. The only guy that really matters that has done that before on the team is Cam Newton. But I'm going to say this. Bryce Young's confidence has grown so much throughout the season, and I love to see it. That even today, whenever he threw a touchdown to Tommy Tremble, he literally turned around, hit the Steph Curry, and signaled a touchdown. It was so fun. It was amazing watching this game. I feel like the next thing to do for this team is give the team a defense. You got to get Bryce Young a defense, and I love a hero of arrow. But the thing is, I get we lost Derrick Brown. I get we lost Shaq Thompson. No one played as many players as the Panthers this year because of injuries. We played the most players out of everyone in the league. Giving up 534 points in a season is the highest since 1981, whenever it was the Baltimore Colts playing, guys. Knowing that Bryce is capable of winning games, it gives the Panthers luxury to kind of go for guys like Abdul Carter, go for defense in the draft and in free agency. So with those 3 quarterbacks on their respective teams, I think that they will take the league over by storm. I think that the NFC South isn't that great right now, but give it a year or 2, I think the landscape of the QBs are going to change, and I think the NFC South is going to be great again. You think about all the rivalries with Breeze and Matt Ryan and Cam. I think that's going to come back to the NFC South, truly. Let me know what y'all think. Drop in the comments what y'all think is going to happen. You might still think Bryce Young is a bust, but let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all next time.